Welcome back to Vana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, there are two things that I want to talk about here, and let us not lie to ourselves that these CSS that were given positions in the office, were given chance to work with William Ruto, are going to survive. Truth be told, you know, in as much as we pretend that these people will bring change, there is something that we also need to understand. What we need to understand is that these guys are still under the same person who fired the other guys who are not working simply because they had William Ruto. So William Ruto is the head. And anything that happens, he must be responsible. He must tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and when to go about it. Now, today, when William Ruto was being heckled in Nyamira County, where he was talking about this issue of housing, that is going to build 200 houses, and these houses needs young men who are supposed to work. They need contractors, they need people who will bring stones, they need people who will be doing koroga, they need people who will be carrying cements and all that, and even the accountants who will be paying young men money. There were Gen Zs in that meeting. What is funny, what happened is that these Gen Zs refused to respond to William Ruto. Why? Because they realized that William Ruto keeps on telling them lies every now and then.
Hapa tunajenga nyumba 244 ghorofa 9 hapa Ogembo katika kiwanja hii. Hapa tunahitaji vijana 400 ambao watatusaidia kufanya kazi hiyo hapa Ogembo. Vijana wa hapa Ogembo muko? Vijana muko? Mbona mnakaa kama nyinyi ni wale wa kuchagua jembe? Sisi tulikubaliana kazi ni kazi. Ama namna gani? Tulikubaliana kazi ni kazi, sivyo? Hapa tutahitaji vijana wenye taaluma mbalimbali. Tunahitaji architect hapa. Tunahitaji mason hapa. Carpenter. Tunahitaji electrician. Hata mtu ya mkono tunahitaji. Yule transporter tunahitaji. Mtu ya simiti tunahitaji. Mtu ya kupanga mawe tunahitaji. Mtu ya kulipa watu pesa, accountant tunahitaji. Muko ama hamuko? Nyamira tumekubaliana. Nyamira tumekubaliana. Wale wanasema tumekubaliana, nione kwa mkono. Wale tumesema tumekubaliana. Hata mambo ya university hatujakubaliana. Tumekubaliana mambo ya university. Tumekubaliana mambo ya barabara tujenge, ya shule tujenge, ya stima tuunganishe, ya barabara tujenge, ya affordable housing tuendelee, na ya university tuendelee. Hebu nione wale wanasema tumekubaliana hiyo maneno. Basi.
While William Ruto was in Nyamira, he assigned Rigathi Gachagua a duty to finish the meeting with the new CSS. And amongst the things that Rigathi Gachagua talked about, there is something that I marked. Rigathi Gachagua told these new CSS that they only need to report to one person, and that their opinions are valid, but they are not supposed to be taken very serious. So the only person whose statements, opinions is supposed to be taken very serious is William Samoei Ruto. And that in as much as they have got people who can advise them, in as much as they will need to do something in their departments, but they must understand that the only person who have got a say in this government is William Samoei Ruto.
To the head of state and government is non-negotiable. You are now soldiers in the army that has only one general. You are now also bound by the principle of collective responsibility, and no matter your personal views on a matter, once it is directed by the president or resolved by cabinet, your duty is to jealously, fiercely, and firmly defend it. I'm sorry you no longer have personal views or observations. Your words are policy pronouncements. Ensure that they carry the same weight, consideration, and gravitas as your cabinet memoranda.
So what does that one tell you? That one tells you that even the former CSS did not fail because they were incompetent. They failed because William Ruto was the one who was controlling them. I remember the time that William Ruto said that I know everything that you're doing in your department. I know more of your much in your department more than even you. So that one tells you that this one is someone who does not give people room to do what they're supposed to do. And I even doubt people like John Mbadi, because John Mbadi is right now, every eye is on John Mbadi, because the treasury is a very critical position that if one messes up, then it messes up the whole economy of Kenya. Just like right now, John Mbadi is supposed to sign something something to do with a letter to do with some conditionality to do with the IMF on Friday, that is date 16. So everybody is looking at John Mbadi. If at all he makes a mistake, for instance, Atwoli wrote a letter to him telling John Mbadi to not sign that letter, because if the moment he will sign that letter, the moment he will sign that thing, it will be the beginning of a mess on Kenyans. Now, I really don't know what to think, because right now, as things stand, William Ruto is taking control of everything. And the more he takes control of everything, the more people ignore him. And the more people ignore him, the more things get worse. Right now, things have come from bad to worse, because William Ruto lies. And I've been asking myself that, why is it that William Ruto right now is in the campaign mode? William Ruto is campaigning for 2027 already. He has started campaigning for 2027. Yet we expect him right now to validate duty to work for Kenyans. Every day William Ruto is in Nyamira, William Ruto is in Meru, William Ruto is in this place. Instead of just sitting in his office, work for Kenyans. Kenyans are crying. They need you to deliver. They don't need you to be working in every place, every county, to doing the Lord's work. They don't need you to go there. You can assign people to do these things that you're going to do there. You sit down, you watch them do them. Your work is to supervise. After they are done, they bring you the report. They tell you that, okay, the president, you gave us this duty. We are supposed to do this. These are the things that we've done. You can also look at them. So in my own opinion, William Ruto is in the campaign mood. So let us not expect William Ruto to come back into the office and work again for the next remaining 3 years. For the remaining 3 years, William Ruto is not going to do anything. He's going to do campaign. Is the second year, and William Ruto is campaigning. He will campaign. And then at the end of the year, he'll come to blame the people by saying that I brought them in the government thinking that they will help me. But indeed, they have not even helped me. So I thought that we formed a broad-based government that will help Kenyans. And talking about the broad-based government, yesterday Yvonne Okwara asked Jimmy Wanjigi if he's aware that his friend Raila Amolo Odinga has formed a government with William Ruto. And Jimmy Wanjigi asked Yvonne Okwara that, are you sure that Raila Odinga has formed a government with William Ruto? Because according to me, I've not talked to him about forming a government, but one thing I know for sure is that they have not formed a government. Because one leg of Raila is in the government, one leg is in the opposition. And even went ahead and told Yvonne that if at all Raila Odinga has joined the government, then it's only that he has not understood the gravity of the problem and how William Ruto's ship is sinking. Let us listen to Jimmy Wanjigi.
You're saying you don't agree with this broad-based government.
Not at all.
Which is one that your friend and ally has walked into and is on record, by the way, as saying that, he came to the rescue of this president. He's on the record as saying that, he donated some of his best minds. And no less a big chunk of his party leadership. So what do you think of a move like that you don't agree with by your friend and ally?
Maybe he has not understood the gravity of the problem and how deep this ship has sunk. Let's wait and see how long they last when they're there, because they may jump out just before it completely sinks. I would not be as confident as some people like William Ruto are that now he's united the country there. How are they solving our problem? Every time you hear a news item, it is about money. Complaints about money.
Have you talked to your friend and ally, Raila Odinga, about this?
Not about this. Not at all about this.
Is that why you didn't speak to him when he came by your house?
No. I didn't speak to him because it was not safe, according to my family, for me to show my head.
Let me know what you think concerning this issue of Rigathi Gachagua telling the CSS that they only need to report to one person, and that one person is William Samoei Ruto, because what he says is what needs to be done. That is all I had for today, but just a reminder, if you're in for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, and drop me a comment telling me what you think and where you're watching us from. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. I'll not fail to appreciate those who have been giving us your support. People like Omar Indati, people like Jefferson Siringa, people like Helmi254, people like Billion. Thank you very much. May God bless you. People like Francis Owiti. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Asante san. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.